Hi guys, I have actually a Q&A for you today because I haven't done one in a while and I had some questions recently that I thought others might be interested in as well. However, before I start, I wanna share something that I randomly saw today on YouTube, and nothing is random again, but I wasn't searching for it basically. It just came and it was like, oh, this is something I have to share with my clients. So it was this interview with a singer from my country, um, a female singer from my country, and she was basically she was basically saying they asked her if she would do anything over in her life, if she would do anything different, if she has any regrets and things like that. And she said that she wouldn't change a thing because she had a lot of painful situations and a lot of hard situations, but she learned a lot from them and she learned her lessons, and she wouldn't change it because if those things haven't happened and she has not learned those lessons, sorry, she would not be the person she is now. So this is why, guys, even when it's hard, there's always something to learn from it, and there's always something positive in everything. So I want you to really focus on that because we cannot change our past. We cannot um, prevent, some hard things from happening to us, from experiencing them. But what we are supposed to do and why they are happening is because we need to learn and grow, and they just need to happen, and that is how we learn and grow the most. We also learn and grow from positive things as well, definitely, um, but mostly from hard and painful things. That's when a lot of growth actually happens. So that's what I wanted to share. Now let's get into your questions. Okay, so the first question was actually about offerings, and actually, I'm going to answer two questions about offerings with the spell work. So, the first one is something that I get asked a lot, and that is, people just being concerned and worried they're going to do the offering not in the right way and they're going to mess it up or something. So, guys, you cannot mess it up. Offering is not a spell. You don't have any steps you need to follow. The only thing you need to do is the stuff that is instructed. So, candle, it's all described, and light a candle as an offering, give thanks, and you can pray if you want to, if it resonates with you, if you're religious, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say. So, if you're religious, you totally can pray the way you normally would in your religion. If you're not, you don't need to pray. If praying is something you don't do it. You don't have to pray if you don't do it. Usually, if it means nothing to you, don't do it. You can, instead of praying, speak from your heart. Um, so basically, this is because offering is about you, and it's about you giving thanks and connecting, basically. And the way to do it is to just do something that really resonates with you. So whether it's praying, if you're religious, or whether you're not religious, then you're not going to pray because that is not something that you would normally do. It's not you, it's not who you are. So something that is, just from your heart, from your energy, that's what you're supposed to do. And it doesn't matter how you're going to do it because every single person is different. Every single person is of a different religion or non-religious, whatever the case may be, spiritual, whatever, doesn't matter. So you do it in your way. That is the point. That is what you're supposed to do. Because if I gave you like something to say when you light a candle that I wrote, something that resonates with me. So something that I wrote, like a poem um, or a couple of sentences or anything. You would robotically read it, and it wouldn't come from your soul, from your heart, and it just wouldn't be. It wouldn't be powerful. It's like I always say, when people ask, "Oh, can you give me the recipe for a spell?" No, because the magic is not in the ingredients, it's not in the steps you take. The magic is in the witch. So same thing with offerings. It needs to come from you. And it's your part. The offering is not my part, it's your part. I mean, I do my offerings, but this is like specifically your part of the spell work, and that's why you need to personalize it. Um, and you can't do this wrong. If you're just gonna be honest and speak from your heart or pray or whatever you want to do, you can't mess it up. You just can't mess it up. So don't be worried about that. Okay. Now the second, it wasn't really a question, but I did want to discuss this. So this is the first time somebody has told me this. So this one client told me, I'm not going to do the offering. I didn't do the offering because I'm very religious. I'm Catholic, and my religion forbids me to do the offering. And I was like, what do you mean? So basically, offering again is not a spell. You are not performing magic. Offering is the same. I mean, it's a similar thing like what you do religiously. So in a church, you would light a candle, you would pray. Same thing, right? And as far as I know, religious people do it at home as well. They pray at home. They don't pray just in churches, temples, and other religious institutions. They do it wherever. So why would it be forbidden to light a candle and pray? It's not. And again, I want to emphasize this. Um, none of this is dangerous. There is absolutely no danger in it for you. It can't backfire. There is no backfiring. The worst thing that can happen is for the spell to not work, which, like I said, is something that doesn't happen often if you follow the instructions and raise your vibration. But sometimes, of course, it just can't be done. It wasn't meant to be. Um, because we do have a free will of another person. So sometimes it will not work. But that's the worst thing. It will not backfire. Nothing bad will happen to you or the target. Also, I only use white magic, like I said. No demons, nothing like that. No deities, nothing like that. And also, my magic is very much science based, as you probably know by now. And if you don't, you can watch some of my audios where I explain it. Um, so no danger at all. And plus everything, before I perform your spell work, I always protect you, always do a protection ritual for you as well and for your target. So you have nothing to worry about. Nothing. I promise. Okay. So somebody asked, is money energy? Yes, money is also energy. Your energy, I'm energy, and money is energy as well. Now, a little financial advice. Money needs to circulate. I think I've mentioned this before, but let's repeat it. So, money isn't something that you're supposed to hold on for a long time. It's something that needs to be circulating. So, spend to receive and things like that, of course, within reason, but that is basically how it functions. I will also add that, and this is not just money wise, this is for anything, exes, finding new love, anything. Let go of fear and worry. The more you worry, the more you're blocking your energy. So fear is very low on the vibrational scale. We are all afraid of something, but anxiety, fear, worry, that is something you need to learn to let go. It's not possible to let go of it fully, but at least a good amount. So if you're looking for a new job and you're very worried, you're overthinking it, you're obsessing over it. It's kind of the same thing like when you are overthinking and obsessing over an ex. So it will have the same results. So that is that advice, like general advice that you get with instructions. It is like for the ex or for love, but it's for everything. You can apply it to every single thing. It's always that. So let it go and just allow it to come. Allow magic to work, basically. If you're using magic, it's very important to allow it to work, because if you're going to be worried, going to be anxious, going to be overthinking, obsessing, then why are you even using magic? Because why are you worried if you have a spell going for you? So very important to let go of worries, fears, all the stuff we talk about vibration wise. Um, it's clearly important to do. Okay, and then the last question I'm going to be answering today is, so one client asked about the ex. So they're back in contact, and basically the client has asked how they can stop the intrusive negative thoughts that are happening all the time, and they can't control it. So yes, you can. They are your thoughts. They're your thoughts. You're thinking them. You're actually producing these thoughts. They're your thoughts. They're not just entering your mind without you thinking them. So you can control them as well. The thing is that when we are in victim mentality, when we are low vibrational, obviously our mindset is going to be aligned with it, and our thoughts are going to be aligned so with our vibration. So we're going to have negative thoughts. We're going to think that we are a victim. We're going to think bad stuff about ourselves. We're going to have a poor self-concept. We're going to think that nobody loves us, that we are unlovable, all those things. And then when we are in high vibration, we're going to have more positive thoughts. And of course, here and there, we're going to have a negative one, because that's perfectly normal. Just like when you're in low vibration, sometimes you'll have a positive thought. It's not exclusive, but majority of the thoughts will be this way. So when we are in high vibration, we are going to have mostly positive thoughts, and we're going to think good things about ourselves most of the time, and we're going to feel good and be in a good mood most of the time. So it's aligned with our vibration, our thought process, because it's all connected. Our mindset, it's all, everything is connected, guys. Everything is connected, and everything is energy, and we do transmit that energy. So this is why when you're low vibrational, you think, I can't control my thoughts, because this is basically what you want to think right now, and this is your self-concept right now. This is what you think right now. So that's what your brain produces. To get out of it, obviously, you have to follow the instructions, and you need to get yourself out of that victim mentality. And you can just do it in a bunch of ways, whichever resonates with you. But the process is obviously to work on yourself, and you have a lot of material on this channel to do that. I would say that it's really important to, when the negative thought enters, to be in control, to be aware what's happening. Okay, this is like my anxiety, this is my fear, this is victim mentality, this is not me. And then you start replacing these thoughts with more positive ones. And if you can't do it, listen to a meditation when you start thinking negatively, just to pick yourself up. And in the beginning, you're gonna really need to practice this, because your brain is just wired to be negative, and you're gonna have to reprogram it to become more positive. And then over time, you're just gonna notice that it's happening naturally, and that you are just feeling better and thinking better things about yourself and the situations around you. And that's it. It's actually not that hard. I know that everything seems really hard when you are heartbroken or when you are in victim mentality. I mean, that's the same thing, but it doesn't have to be a heartbreak that has put you in victim mentality. It can be something else. And I'm aware that it's going to seem really difficult, because that's just because of the state you're in at the moment. But in reality, it's honestly not that difficult, and you can do it relatively fast if you really want to, if you really work on it. You definitely can. And so many clients have done it. So it's doable, and everybody can do it. Sometimes people will take more time. It's just going to depend. Everything is individual, so don't think that there's something wrong with you if it takes you longer. But usually, it's just because you're not even trying, or you think you're doing it, but you're really not, which we talked about before. Because this is not about being delusional. This is about actually working on yourself, and working on yourself always works. You know, it does. It can't fail. So this is something that is 100% doable, and every single person can do it. Okay, guys, that is all I have for you today. I hope everybody is doing well. The weekend is coming up, so I wish you all a wonderful, beautiful weekend, and stay positive, work on yourselves, and you got this. Bye.